Hallo, wie schön, dass ihr euch für den Deutsch-Leistungskurs interessiert. Ich bin die Frau Pettit, eine der Lehrer und Lehrerinnen, und mein Kollege, Herr Köster, wird euch jetzt weiterleiten.
Ja, herzlich willkommen auch von mir. This presentation will provide you with information about the German extension course at the New South Wales School of Languages. It will cover the content and structure of the course, a bit of background from the syllabus, as well as the assessments, among other things. First of all, what is the extension course about? To explain this, let's look at the three different sections or task types that you will learn about and practice all the way to the HSC. Response to the prescribed text, writing in German, and speaking. The prescribed text for this course is a film, Amelie rennt, which we will come back to. Responding to the text here means, in Part A, to analyze the film, and in Part B, to demonstrate your understanding of the film by writing about what happens from the perspective of one or more of the film's characters, for example, in the form of a diary entry. Writing in German refers to one of two tasks that do not directly relate to the film, but to the prescribed issues which underpin the course: identity, relationships, and well-being. A bit more on that later. For this task, you will write 300 words in German in response to questions like the one in this example, drawing from your previous knowledge on related texts in the course and on your own research. The objective here is to convincingly present and justify your position on the stimulus statement in the question. The speaking task is similar to the writing task in that it relates to the prescribed issues, and you present and justify your opinion on a stimulus statement in the question, like in this example. The difference obviously is that you do it in an oral presentation based on notes. This is also known as the monologue task. For a bit of context, here is some information from the syllabus. The extension course builds on the knowledge and skills you have acquired in the continuous course. By reading, writing, and speaking about contemporary issues and discussing them, you will extend your ability to communicate in German about topics that go beyond your personal world. Have a look at the next few slides that give you more information from the syllabus.
Let's talk about skills that you learn in the extension course. The extension course obviously builds on the skills that you've learned in the continuous course. It just goes a little bit further. You will analyze a film. Herr Köster already mentioned the prescribed text is a movie or a film. You will look at content, language, and film techniques. You will explore fictional characters by writing from their point of view. You will also read related text, non-fictional texts that relate to the prescribed issues. You will then formulate and justify written arguments and spoken arguments in German. You may ask yourself, is this course for me now? German extension is good for you if you want to expand your comprehension and communication skills in German. If you want to look at topics beyond your personal world, and if you're interested in the matters that are relevant to adolescents like yourself. If you enjoy reading and writing, that would be very useful. Of course, watching films, as the prescribed text is a film. If you are curious about how content, language, and audiovisual techniques convey ideas. And you do need to have a maximum of 11 units, including the German extension course. So if at the moment in year 11 you already have 11 units, you will be asked to drop one of those subjects. As mentioned before, the prescribed text is a film. It's a film set in Berlin and in South Tyrol. The protagonist, the main girl, is called Amelie. She suffers from severe asthma. and is sent to a Langklinik in the mountains to recover. She resents her treatment, she runs away from the clinic and meets a local boy. So together, they embark on an adventurous journey up the mountain and form a deep friendship. And here is a little teaser for the film. You can find the trailer to the film Amelie rennt on this slide. Let's look at the prescribed issues that have been mentioned a few times. So this German extension course is underpinned by 3 issues which form the framework of the course. These issues are identity, relationships, and well-being, and you can see some examples of those subtopics underneath. You will find and study these issues throughout the film, and they will form the basis of your speaking and writing tasks. If you join this course, you will obviously get access to Canvas. Everything you need is in one place on Canvas, just like you were used to in the continuous course. Even the film and the extracts will be on Canvas.
Now, of course, there will also be assessments in this course. Assessment 1 includes 2 of the HSC task types: response to prescribed text Part A, that is, analysis, and writing in German about the prescribed issues. Assessment 2 includes 3 tasks: response to the prescribed text Part B, that is, writing in character, speaking, also known as the monologue task, and another writing in German task. Assessment 3 is the trial exam, which will include all HSC task types, just like in the HSC exam itself. Refer to the weightings of each assessment and tasks on this slide. Finally, this is an overview of the duration, task weightings, and response requirements of the HSC exam conducted by Nessa. As you can see, the HSC exam contains the same parts as the trial exam. Similar to the continuous HSC, you will sit the oral exam first, followed by the written exam on another day. We hope the information in this presentation has provided you with a better understanding of the German extension course. Maybe you are even ready to apply. If so, let your German continuous teacher know, and you will receive an invitation from our school to submit an EOI. You only need to submit a formal application if you are not yet a student with us. You can find the form on the New South Wales School of Languages website, for example, by clicking on the button on the slide. If you would like more information before you decide to enroll, the documents linked on this slide may prove helpful. You are also welcome to contact the extension teachers, Frau Pettit or myself. We are happy to answer your questions and look forward to welcoming you in the course in Term 4.